Hey guys, it's the Infamous here. Before we jump into tonight's episode, I gotta tell you about our sponsor, Audible. Audible gives you access to hundreds of thousands of audiobooks that you can listen to wherever it's convenient for you. Use our link, audibletrial.com/infamous, and not only do you get a free 30-day trial of the service, but you also get a free audiobook compliments of the show. So head to audibletrial.com/infamous, get yourself a book, and get some money back into the show. Enjoy tonight's episode.
Okay, hi. You're listening to Infamous Chronicles. Yeah. Love you, Dad.
Welcome to the Infamous Chronicles. We have a really special guest for you tonight that is timely, seeing as Furious 8 just came out, and we will jump right into that after our intro. But first, your roster tonight is going to be myself, the infamous PSac, and Casey Moran. Tonight we are going to be talking, for the lack of a better word, shenanigans. This is the Infamous Chronicles. Here we go.
Turn down for what?
Do you even know what's going on?
This is the Infamous Chronicles.
The Infamous Chronicles.
Featuring the infamous
Aggie Rocks,
Casey Moran,
Firefox,
PSac,
The Jester,
Michelle Stevenson,
Niche.
and Todd.
Wait, what are we doing?
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
The Infamous Chronicles starts right now.
All right, welcome to tonight's episode. We have a special guest with us tonight, comic Mr. Tom Allen. Welcome to the show.
What up? Thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely. And PSac, how you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm fantastic.
You're fantastic now. Casey, how you doing?
I don't know, man. I'm stressed, you know. We had a shit show of a comedy show. I won't say the venue because I love them. But you know, it was a lot of things that could have been
A lot of burrito
prevented.
Sex.
A lot of things that could have been prevented weren't. And you know, I'm not in the podcast mood, but I'm glad that Tom's here. So,
Yeah.
love you guys, but you
We
know.
were originally going to make Tom drive out from LA on Monday.
Yeah.
We're in a suburb about 45 minutes away, but we snagged him tonight because
He was already here for the shit show.
we're already here for the shit show, and it's 10 o'clock at night on a Friday, so why not?
Yeah.
Right? Fuck it.
First time I've ever seen him do crowd work. It was hilarious.
Yeah. The feedback, the volume, the disrespect. You guys, you know what? All things considered, though, all the comics held it pretty.
Except the triplets, they fucking bombed and they know
did.
it. But
They-
they always
they
bomb.
bombed.
They're good bombs.
Still the highlight of the show, no less. Everyone was like, "Hey, how about those fucking triplets?"
Yeah. How did that happen? Did you just tell everyone in beforehand,
no.
Casey? Just make fun
Dude,
of the
I wasn't
triplets?
talking to anybody because I was just fucking too stressed out. Like, me and Tom were doing a podcast before and they kicked us out of the room we were going to do it in. And we had to do it in an open area where there were kids and stuff. So yeah, they're going to get complaints when I mean, I didn't get to do my stuff. So it's like, I'm not mad at them because they apologize. I'm just mad at the situation.
So,
I don't want to talk too much about this. Let's talk about Tom. Let's get it happening.
yeah, okay, perfect. So, for our listeners that aren't familiar with Mr. Allen over here, you may have heard recently floating around the internet, there were a couple of dudes in the Huntington Beach, Malibu, Ventura, Port Hueneme area out here in California that went to City Hall to petition to have a Paul Walker statue erected in his honor. One of those dudes was Mr. Tom Allen himself. And we actually have that clip. We want to play it for you before we get into talking with Tom. So this is Tom Allen going to a town hall meeting. And where is this meeting at, Tom?
This one's in San Clemente.
Okay, perfect. So we're in San Clemente, and Tom is petitioning at a town hall meeting to erect a Paul Walker statue. So here we go.
What up, Council? My name is Chad Kroger. First, I just want to say I'm truly honored to be here, to be in a city where you can have a surf session and then go to a city council meeting within the span of an hour. I think that just shows that the American dream is still very much alive. So thank you. All right, to the serious stuff. I stand before you here today in the midst of gnarly times. I'm a freelance journalist, and after interviewing hundreds of people, I've witnessed firsthand the ever-growing divide between Americans and families torn apart over political differences. It's in times like these we need a unifying figure we can all turn to, a beacon of headlights that can guide us down the dusty road. I was 11 years old when my first love, Ashley, betrayed me by moving to Newport Beach. I felt lost, alone, bummed. And it was in that melancholy that my dad took me to see The Fast and the Furious, where for an hour and 47 minutes, I transcended my worries because I had just met my new hero, Paul Walker. Afterwards, at Carl's Jr., I thought about what Paul taught me. I think the most inspiring thing was the fact that even after Dominic Toretto beat him in that first race, Paul still managed to bed his sister. Pretty inspiring. And another thing is the fact that he still saved Vince, even though Vince was flexing on him the entire movie and questioned his love for tuna sandwiches, which I think is a true testament to his character. And I just want to go off book here. You know, it wasn't just Fast and the Furious. He inspired me in a ton of other movies as well. Skulls, Meet the Deedles, 8 Below, Into the Blue, Varsity Blues, just to name a few, and that rhymes. Paul's on-screen legacy was unfortunately cut short. But that does not mean his impact on society must be cut short as well. Detroit has the RoboCop. Philly has Rocky. We need Paul Walker. That is why I'm proposing that the city erect a 12-foot tall steel statue of Paul Walker on the pier. And I'm also proposing that it be sculpted by none other than Damien Ortega, best known for his installation of White Cube 2003. The new Fast and the Furious is fast approaching. It comes out next month, and so we don't have much time. So I'm just going to ask you guys straight up. How can we get started? When can we break ground?
And crickets.
Do you have any comments?
Well, they do respond for sure.
I'll let you guys think about that. Thank you so much.
I'll let you guys think about that. Take that in for a moment, gentlemen.
So let's go into this, Tom. So you are a comedian, yes?
Yeah.
Stand-up comic. And so how much of this interview is you being a comedian? Did it mean really anything to you? Did you see an opportunity because the movie was coming out? Give me a little bit of background on how the heck this happened.
Yeah, there's a lot of truth in the speech. I grew up, loving his movies. I love Fast and the Furious, so I just thought I had the idea of bringing Chad to a city council meeting, and then Chad's sort of like a heightened version of myself, because I am a Paul Walker fan. So I just thought it'd be a funny thing, for Chad to go in. And a lot of the speech, there's a lot of truth to this. Like, I did go to see it with my dad. I did go to Carl's Jr. after he inspired me in Varsity Blues and all that stuff.
Okay,
That's all true.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm a fan, but obviously the character, I just made him a little more silly.
Right. So what describe the room after you gave the speech? What did it feel like?
What were the faces you were staring at?
People were laughing usually. I did 6 meetings.
Okay.
And that was the most positive response. I think, well, they were all positive. Most of them, they'd be like, "Oh, thank you, Chad." And then
so they don't do any kind of background check when you speak at a town meeting, obviously.
No, yeah, you just fill out a piece of paper. I just put Chad Kroger. And then ask for your email. I put Chad. And
at chadkroger.com.
Yeah, Did Kroger come from the grocery store?
No, it's the Nickelback lead singer.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's even better.
Yeah.
Okay.
And people caught on to that. I didn't think they would.
Oh, that's so funny.
I think people thought it was real until they realized the name was the Nickelback guy. And they're like, oh.
Did anybody stop you or call you out mid-speech or anything?
No, very respectful.
This guy really likes Paul Walker.
Yeah.
So after you give the speech,
yeah,
and then what happens? Do they take a vote and
at all of them, it's just they're just taking it in, and it's because at the city council they'll have their agenda, and you can speak on the agenda, and at this one, or you can also just speak on something related to the city, which is what I did.
Okay.
And so it's non-agenda, whatever. And so I would just do my speech and then bounce because I thought people would be pissed. But people were usually they'd respond well or they'd laugh.
That's cool.
There's probably shit that they have heard worse,
Oh, yeah.
People have been in there.
Yeah, at the Glendale one, some lady went up and went on this whole Trump rant. And she was just like, thank God we have Trump to put balls back in America, and I think they're used to that, so they just sit back, really very respectful. Yeah, they're just all right,
keep their peace, and then at the end of the night they might let it all out.
Yeah.
But in your case, they were big fans.
Yeah, I mean, West Hollywood was fun. They laughed a lot, and then but you can see there's a picture of the West Hollywood one, and you can see all the council members' faces. They're so confused.
Just what the fuck did we just listen to?
Yeah, because I tried with the speech to like make it seem like a much bigger issue, and then lay out like it was the Paul. So
so you built it up to this big issue, and then laid the statue at the end.
Yeah, like to draw him in, you know, like
this guy's serious.
Yeah, like we are divided.
Politics are ruining us.
Yeah, this went viral. Like it caught on to LAIST, which is a big, I guess, online publication, but also, I mean, I think they have like a print too. And then they have,
I saw it on Hollywood Reporter.
Yeah, Hollywood Reporter.
I was like, I check Hollywood Reporter every day because I'm a big movie buff, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, local comics petition for Paul Walker thing, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, that guy looks familiar.
Yeah.
Because I'd only ever seen you at the Jeselnik show that you put on for Casey.
Oh, right.
And so I'm looking at it, and you had the beanie on and everything, and I'm like clicking on it. I'm like, no fucking way.
Yeah,
that's him. And then Casey's like, yeah, did you see what Tom did? I was like, actually, I did. That's crazy.
Well, then it went to New York Post page 6, which is huge.
What?
And then it went to TMZ, and then TMZ reported it as if they were the characters.
Uh-huh.
They didn't even say, they didn't look the research, which is weird because they normally do that. And then they had him on TMZ Live, him and Bodie.
That's cool. So the other person that did this with you, is he also a comic?
Yeah, Spencer Callender.
Okay.
So I started doing this Chad Goes Deep kind of show. We started by interviewing people on Huntington Beach.
Uh-huh.
And we were inspired by the Ali G show. Or I was. I was like, I want to do something like with Chad, Ali G show-esque. So we started interviewing people that way. And then Bodie came along in like the second episode just to do like a Bill and Ted kind of thing.
And where can people find your show?
YouTube, Chad Goes Deep.
Okay.
Or Facebook, Chad Goes Deep. We have a Facebook page, YouTube channel, and then Instagram at Chad Goes Deep. And we put out an episode recently where Chad and Bodie solve erosion at the beach. And we have one coming out next week where
That's hilarious.
Chad's pet died, so we held a funeral at the beach. That one's I think that was gonna be good. There was we were very emomentally
just totally distraught, huh?
Yeah.
So
we got like 30 people to like attend the we went to like beachgoers. Yeah.
Oh man.
So more than my
saddened. They were all saddened by it. Like, damn, this is
super one guy was like, wait a second, is this your friend? I'm like, no, it's my pet. And he's like, oh, okay.
So were you like, what was your reaction when you saw that this video had gone viral?
It was pretty crazy because we didn't even post it. We were gonna post it ourselves, but there's a reporter at the San Clemente meeting, and he was there and he just thought it was ridiculous, so he posted it on the San Clemente Times Facebook page.
Okay, and that's what blew it up.
Yeah, that's what blew it up. So that people thought it was real.
Oh shit!
Because he's like, look what these two guys did.
Okay,
and then someone tagged me the next day, and it was at like 50,000 views.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. It went up by like 100,000 a day.
It would have hit millions, but it's spread out. There's like 4 different pages that it's on. So if it would just stayed on that one, it would have hit.
Yeah, it's like 4 million on the.
Oh, is it?
Damn. Yeah. Well, that's a lesson for you aspiring comics out there. Go to town hall meetings and ask to erect statues.
But like Tom doesn't get any of that revenue because they put it up.
Yeah.
Which sucks for him as a comic. Like, you just look at like, oh, he could have finally made some money doing this, and it was awesome. And then
somebody saw his talent on an epic proportion.
On a totally epic proportion. Yeah. So afterwards, you finished this thing, and then was there any follow up? Like, did you actually try to follow up and get this thing built, or did it just kind of die on the vine after that?
Yeah, some people approached us. We wanted to do it with the support of the Paul Walker Foundation because we wanted to be like respectful. There's a petition out with the White House petition. I think it ends on April 30th. We need 100,000 signatures. We're at about 50.
50,000 or 50?
Hey, please sign that shit.
Infinite Chronicles listeners, go sign their petition.
50,000 or 50?
50.
50.
I thought you were. I was like, damn, you're close.
I thought you were halfway there too.
No, we there's another one up that had like 1,000. But then they took it down for some reason, so we put another one up.
So you have 50 people.
They thought you were
Yeah,
getting close. They're like, oh shit, he's got 1,000 already. We're fucking taking it.
We got special guests now today.
Oh.
Yeah. So
We
in
have
in
all
the background,
three
all
of the
three Verzi triplets.
fucking Verzies in here.
They brought Casey Froyo.
Yeah, I needed it after
So,
that fucking
Go
shit
ahead and
show.
grab a mic.
Yes,
Sit your asses
Say
down.
hi.
Really? I got some beers.
Hey, did you bring that chick with her titties here? She here?
What? Yes, there's
Oh,
girls.
fuck it. I need to see those before she leaves.
I guess you would call. You can call me
That's how
after.
your one request. I just need your tits.
Should I just see your tits before you go? Thank you.
I didn't want to disrupt the epic one.
There you go.
Tom Allen.
So introducing our three break-ins to that cock blocking Tom
I
on
asked
his
him to come
episode. The
tried
Verzi
not to.
triplets, you guys, we just did, they were just the guests of the week on our Instagram, episode 43. They premiered and then started their podcast shortly after.
Yeah, you
That's now exceeded ours, you sons of bitches.
I don't know about that. I doubt that. But you definitely got to start it off. Thank you.
I don't know who you guys think you are piggybacking over there.
Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit.
And now we're piggybacking on Tom.
Yeah, you're piggybacking on Tom.
Yeah.
You're trying to get in on that Paul Walker fame.
Yeah, man, cashing in.
Everyone's piggybacking.
Are you guys as
We
bummed?
were Tom Allen fans before the video.
Yeah, it's true.
So let me ask you this. Okay, so preluding the Paul Walker video.
Yeah.
What made you, how long have you been doing comedy? What made you get into that? And what outside of the stand-up do you want to ultimately accomplish?
Yeah, so I've been doing stand up for about 3 years now. And then with my stand up, I pretty much do Chad on stage, but I go by my own name.
Okay.
But I guess
And for those of you that don't know, Chad is this laid-back surfer.
yeah, very naive.
Like Keanu Reeves from Point Break.
Very naive, childlike, yeah.
Yeah.
He's sensitive to everything that's not perfect. And then, yeah, my onstage persona, it's pretty much, I go by my own name, but I guess there's a little more bravado, maybe.
Yeah. When you were developing your stand-up, did you always have Chad, or is that something that kind of evolved?
I always wanted to do a character like Chad.
Okay.
And I think he started out as like a mega douche, and then he's gotten more childlike as I've gone along.
Okay.
But so I started with the stand up 3 years, and then started doing the character on the persona on stage like 2 years ago, and then and then the Chad is about a year.
Okay.
And then so I'd like to turn Chad into a show, TV
That'd be cool.
show. That's my goal.
That'd be awesome.
And then tour stand up.
How did you and Casey connect?
I met Casey at an open mic.
Liquid Zoo.
Just
Van
Van Nuys.
show.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's like tonight, but like maybe worse.
Hey, shit shows bring people together, man.
Yeah, I love Liquid Zoo.
Dude, triplets. How fucking bad was tonight's show?
It was, for us, it was a disaster.
You were not very good.
Oh,
Full
we were.
disclosure.
Oh, yeah, no, we weren't.
Hey, but you guys
You
got a
are
lot of
regularly
praise.
funny, but tonight you were not.
Most talked about.
Most talked about, for
Yeah,
sure.
for
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, everyone else's comedy about you was a little
Funnier than
funnier
yours.
than
Yeah, bar none. Absolutely.
How about those fucking Verzi trips? Everybody else just laughed their ass off.
Yeah.
They were great. Not.
Jake Cannon did 8 minutes on that. He does that. I had to put him after them because I knew that's what he was going to do.
Jake loves to break our balls, which we love getting our brows broken. It's funny because that's actually where we met Tom. Casey introduced us. That was the first time we met Tom.
That's
and
right,
we
that's
thought
right.
he was fucking you're our favorite comic to watch.
Oh, thanks, man.
That's not true.
Epic,
Don't
man.
speak for me.
you liked him more than
I was the biggest fan.
He's like,
He's like,
he corners me. He goes, "Where did you find that guy?" And I was like, "Dude, Liquid Zoo, stop being
on
so
the
close."
pier,
to me."
man.
Get off my career.
man.
On the
He's so cool.
Tom's the best, but
Thanks, dude.
he's what's crazy is on stage he has this persona of this surfer bro, and it's a character, but then off stage he's an introvert and he's quiet and just super sweet and kind. But we have a mutual love for this comic. I won't name him, but he's so bad, worse than the triplets, and we send videos
Bad
almost
like
daily.
vulgar or bad like he's not funny?
He's the worst. He has a bit where he says
I know who he's talking about, and it's just bad.
Is
He's hilarious because he's so bad, and everybody knows it too.
Is this the gentleman from See Me?
No.
Okay.
This,
All right,
this
guys, I'm
guy's-
going to fucking leave it. You're going to talk about it.
No, he said he's from Santa Clarita, but he wishes it was called Santa Clitoris.
Oh,
And he does shit like that the whole time. And
Okay.
we just fucking love Trader Joe's should be called Trade Your Hose.
oh, geez.
That's
Man, I like that.
The killer bit.
He tells the audience that he's gonna fuck their moms.
and then he like walks through them.
But with like the biggest smile on his face, he's like, "I'm going straight into your mom." They just
shit.
die. And you're like, "What?"
It's the
You're
most,
gonna what?
It's the most unearned confidence I've ever seen anybody walk around.
Oh my
The
god.
guy just is coming from you. I know, right? Coming from the guy in the triple deck.
I should have booked him tonight because my God,
There was a lot of moms there.
There was, yeah.
fuck your mom.
Coming at her.
So Tom, I gotta ask this question too. So you put together a show that we went to in downtown LA that had Anthony Jeselnik as the headliner.
Yeah.
How did you get that? And what was that like for you when he said yes?
I just had his email. A friend of mine is a producer.
Okay.
And you can just, I've emailed him a couple times before, and he'd say no. He responds quickly, actually.
Really?
Yeah. And then this third time, I emailed him, and he's like, "Yeah, sure, I'm in." I was like, "Oh shit!" So,
Oh no, now what do I do?
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I was at the Virgil.
Okay. Yeah.
Good spot. We don't have the show anymore, but it was fun while it lasted.
Those guys were I mean, I don't know if they
things.
fucked you over, but they were super cool
Yeah.
too. They were really nice people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people there were great. Yeah. I just
Well, that was the first one, right? And so it was
Yeah.
the second one. It was the second one.
second one.
So there was like 90 people, and I got lucky, and like 20 people because of you guys and other people showed up. It was amazing.
Infamous Chronicles rolls deep.
But the problem with the comedy is that once you have that many people, even if you have a headliner like Jeselnik, they all expect that now. Like that's what it set the bar at.
So it's
like,
almost better to have a shitty first show.
well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
well, just like a mediocre one and then build on it. But you don't want to have like a 50 people, then 90, then go back to 50.
Yeah, that makes
Because
sense.
then they're like, well, why can't you bring more? And that's when on a free show. It's always hard.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's funny. We were. I went outside to have a smoke at that show.
Yeah.
And Jeselnik standing maybe like 30 feet from the door, right? And
Yeah.
I text this guy. I'm pointing at PSac. That was bad radio. I text PSac. I was like, "Yo, Jeselnik's fucking right outside, just macking on this Chinese chick. Like, should we say something to him?" So he's like outside, like he teleported there. It was like as I was texting him, he was there.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Fuck it, let's go say hi." So we go over. Like all sheepishly, and we're like, "Hey, Anthony, sorry to interrupt your game, but like, dude, your fucking comedy, I love your comedy."
Yeah.
And blah, like, could we take a picture? And he's like, said something like, "Don't ever ask me for my picture on the street again."
Really?
And then he smiled and took a picture with us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then-
he said some shit like how we approached him was really pussy.
Yeah,
He was like, "Yo, if you're gonna come at me like that, like, don't ask me for a fucking picture."
yeah.
He's
And
the
like
best.
the chick that he was with was like,
And Mike Bobbitt was like, "Come on, guys, he's a comic. He'll take
Yeah.
ownership."
"Yeah, oh, that's why I was outside. I was talking to Bobbitt,
Yeah.
who's been on the show too, and he was the one actually. He's like, "Don't be a bitch. Just go talk to him. He's just a comedian, a comedian."
He was great. That was probably the best show I've done. I mean, it's up there if it's not the best. Definitely not tonight.
You know what's great too? Like
Like
Jeselnik aside, I don't remember the third comic, but I remember you guys fucking killed it. You were
I
like
had to follow Tom.
so
It's
on
not
point.
easy
And
to
Tom,
do.
like that was the first time I had seen you.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, we were dying, dude.
What are you talking about? We saw this guy at the fucking
No, we saw him at the harbor after.
Yeah.
We saw him at the harbor after.
No,
After.
we saw him at the harbor before. I met him before we went to the Jeselnik.
I put him on the harbor at least maybe twice.
I must-
Yeah.
I must have been pooping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I at the Jeselnik show, I went to. I didn't meet him beforehand. You know, he just showed up and went on stage, and then as he's getting off stage, I went to intercept him. I was like, "Hey, Anthony, I'm Tom," and he's like, "Hi, Tom."
Who the
I'm
fuck
like,
are you?
Yeah. I'm the guy who emailed you. He's like, "Oh, cool." And leaves. I'm like, damn it. I thought I had to get
You're like, God, you're
He got us too, actually, when we approached him and we kept blasting him. We hashtagged him, tagged him, fucking everything for like a good 2 weeks before we went.
Yeah.
And he had mentioned, he's like, "Oh, you're the guy from the fucking podcast."
Oh yeah.
Stop tagging me and shit.
He's like, "You don't have a chance, bro."
Yeah, never gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's still better than the time we met him. We met him and he told us to quit comedy and do magic.
Oh my God.
What?
Out of context. Out of context.
Was that Kill Tony?
We
That-
did, he was a judge on Kill Tony, and we tried a newer riff style, and it just bombed horribly. Whatever, we bombed horribly. He was a judge, and he's just like, "This can work. Never in comedy, but can you guys do magic?" And it was so funny. It was great.
He could have gone so much harder. He was sweet about it, but
well, I mean, let's be real. There's a lot of magic between the three.
Oh yeah, or porn. Either way.
Yeah.
It's funny too because you guys also right before we did our first live event got killed by Jeremiah Watkins on Kill Tony, and we have to take a break real quick. But when we come back, I want to hear about that story. So we'll be
Pat
right back.
Reagan or Jeremiah?
Pat.
Jeremiah. That was Jeremiah.
Well, Jeremiah was like part of it, but it was more Pat. I thought, right?
It was both. Let's be honest.
All right, I want to hear this story. We'll be right back on the Infamous Chronicles.
This is
First, take a big step back.
the Infamous Chronicles.
And literally fuck your own face!
The Infamous Chronicles.
Hey you guys, Mother's Day is May 14th, and you don't want to forget Mom on her special day. Neither does Bouquet in a Box. Who's Bouquet in a Box? It's our newest freaking sponsor. Bouquet in a Box is a new online flower bouquet business, and they want to give our listeners a special deal in honor of all those special moms in our lives. Be a good husband, be a good son, be a good nephew. Buy your mom something nice. For 4 generations and over 50 years, Bouquet in a Box has been growing flowers right here in California. And if you head over to bouquetinabox.com right now and use our promo code INFAMOUS, you guys get 15% off your first order. Don't forget those special women in your life on Mother's Day and save 15% by using promo code INFAMOUS.
Now,
What did you say?
back to the Infamous Chronicles.
I said you look shitty.
All right, welcome back. Again, your reminder, your guests tonight are comedians, Tom Allen, and 2/3 of the Verzi triplets.
Wait.
Sean and Alex with us.
I have a question. I'm getting, like, I gotta get my mom something for Mother's Day. I don't know what to do. Do you guys have any suggestions?
Shameless plug off the commercial we just heard. I do have a suggestion for you. I think you should save 15% and buy her shit online. Don't be a douchebag son.
Where do I go?
Bouquetinabox.com and use our promo code INFAMOUS.
Nice.
It sounds better with like rap music in the
I've heard that. I've heard that. That's great, man. Those are great. That's great flowers.
Great flowers, yeah. Super organic.
The Verzi's get them every time they bomb, so they have
Quality flowers.
In the Verzi's defense, they actually did record a commercial for us.
They did.
And the URL code thing got mixed up on our bad side, but thank you guys. We did appreciate
Of course,
that.
you're incompetent. We get it.
It was a two-way incompetent situation for sure.
course.
It's our first sponsor. Give us a break.
Hey, we got it.
But you guys did awesome. You want to do it right now? You want to try it?
No.
Mitchell did
Mitch
it.
did it,
Mitchell
yeah.
did it. He had a lisp, so I didn't think
Please go to
bouquetinabox.com.
Mitchell was like, everybody go to Bouquetinabox.
The flowers, they're great.
Flowers.
California.
Then we had to wipe down all the mics.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He did it from his
It's
own.
like, why is it so spitty in here? Oh, Mitch did a commercial.
Yeah.
Right.
You should see his room full of drool.
Sorry, that was I shouldn't have done it. You know, we had fun with it.
Poor Mitch. That's what you get for leaving the room, douchebag.
Not even
Anyways, go to
.com.
bouquetinabox.com.
Boutique, it's bouquet.
Bouquet.
Oh shit! I keep saying boutique. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Bouquetinabox.com.
But if
Boutique
Boutique
in
in
a
a Box wants to be a sponsor too, we're accepting
I
sponsorship.
got my dick in a box.
Anything in a box, really.
Yeah, anything.
Speaking of box, you know who gets a lot of box? Tom Allen. Tom.
Boom.
Comment?
Oh yeah,
Tom Allen.
I get those bouquets in the box.
I live in gnarly time.
That's a trend. What an on-the-spot
There's not enough
transition.
vagina
Hey, so
going
you
on.
get box, right?
Yeah, back to you, Tom.
At what age did you transition? Like, okay, so the evolution of like the
Sounds
word.
like a Caitlyn Jenner question.
No. For the word vagina in your vernacular, like when
Vagina to
when you
pussy?
started as like a kid, it was pussy, right? And then you
No, it's
graduate
vagina, and then you move up.
to pussy. And when did you graduate into box? That's a new word for me, so I'm just curious.
I got into cunt in 2009.
Oh,
and then
Good word.
That was a big cunt year for you.
Well, you know the only reason I got, because I did college radio and they had a list of words you couldn't say, and I read them out loud like in there, and I was like
On
words
air?
No, like in the interview I was like words I can't say, and I started reading them and I just said cunt, and I just got into cunt.
nice.
And they were like, "You are hired."
Twat's a good one.
Twat's
Twat's
a
a
good
great.
one.
I started with vulva, to be honest, because that's the first thing I knew how to Google.
But that's like a part of the vagina.
I know.
I don't know
exactly.
about the rest of you guys, but honestly, I started with it.
It?
Yeah.
It?
Like, you're gonna be real, like, oh, you gonna do it? Oh, you didn't do it? Oh, wait, you haven't done it?
Yeah. All right. Okay. I want to go around the room.
I was a big
Let's-
poontang guy.
I was gonna say. Let's start with you, Tom. What's your favorite word for pussy and your favorite word for dick?
Whoa.
I love poon, man.
Poon? Okay.
Or hatchet wound. Or
Can I?
sweaty burger.
All right, your favorite dick word?
Dick word? Dick. Dong or schlong.
Okay.
I like what was who calls it? Not unit, but unit is funny. Somebody
For dick, not pussy.
for
right?
dick. Yeah. Well, dude, I don't know. Pussy
Could go both ways.
Let me get in that unit. What the fuck? Somebody, it's like Jim Florentine or somebody calls it.
Is it dink?
No, but that's pretty funny too. Not member. Hog. Hog is.
Hog,
yeah.
yeah.
Hog's
Yeah.
my favorite.
That's a
Dink
good
is
one.
bad because it's like your dink stink.
My dick looks like Gary Coleman. You ever hear that song?
I like knob. All right, Sean, favorite words
Can
for
I
him?
just say, I feel like Tom Allen. I feel like your pubes are just a nice golden peach fuzz all the time, properly groomed. That's how you come off as.
The carpet does match the pubes.
All right, Sean, favorite word for dick, favorite word for pussy.
Well, it's not a word. Mine is Arby's with fur for pussy. That's my favorite.
Okay.
Jesus.
I thought you were going to say it's not a word, it's a sound.
Right, yeah.
Queef. I'm just cock would probably just be my favorite.
Yeah,
I just
it's
love cock.
word.
Favorite word. Jeez.
Sean loves the cock.
If you edited that properly, you can literally get his voice saying, cock is my favorite.
You walked right into that, bro.
I paused at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Wrong comma.
Alex, favorite words?
I'm going to answer for Mitchell because he's not in the room. Mitchell would say,
That's
it's got to be cooter or coochie. I love those words. And that's
Not enough
exactly.
lisp on that.
I know it. Kuthi.
For some reason, the way you said that, I thought of Scooby Doo. I don't know why.
He legitimately tries to be like, hey, let's go get some cooter tonight. And it's like, you're not getting any cooter. When you
If you say cooter, you're not getting it.
I have gone to a bar with all three of you to chase tail, and it was a fucking shit show.
Oh,
It's a sad sight.
Mitchell's.
It was sad.
It is bad.
You're cock blocking. Mitchell
No.
didn't even talk. Paul ended up banging that chick anyway.
Did you?
Yeah.
Good for you.
No, I got
that bar?
that girl's number.
Oh, you weren't cock blocking. You were cock
Yeah.
blocking. You were on the rag, Alex.
Mitchell
that
is
night.
shithoused.
Bro, you were totally on the rag that night. You were
Maybe
you
a
were
little.
like,
No, because Mitchell
You came stormy and you're like,
yeah,
I
you
want to
did.
go in the car and this is bullshit and we need to leave.
No.
Blah, blah,
Mitchell,
blah.
when he drinks enough, like 3 or 4
Wait,
drinks.
I'm going to backpedal because it wasn't Mitchell. It was Sean.
Yes.
Sorry, Sean.
It's
It was
okay.
Sean that was
Right?
digging on the waitress, and we were waiting around like good bros.
You were
on
good
our very
bros.
first
Oh.
hangout ever to bro him out, and then you came in and had like a fucking temper tantrum.
He could have very much. He could have. No, it's because it took him forever to ask the girl. It was like
Dude,
all right,
it was like 10 p.m. to closing time.
She's
Yeah.
busy.
No, but see,
okay.
there you go. There's the excuse number one. Where it's just like, dude, just ask her out. No, I gotta wait 20 minutes till she's done. It's like she's not gonna slow down. Just ask her out.
Did you ever call her?
She never called me. I ended up giving her my number.
Fuck you,
I know,
bar girl. You suck.
Sorry.
No,
man.
I've been through this many years of this with them, and they're not going to change. That's just how it is.
You.
But what's
I got
Mitchell's
your last
favorite word
girlfriend.
for dick?
Yeah. Let's go back to your dick love.
Wait, did you hear that last comment? I got your last girlfriend.
I love so not to interrupt you,
We're
Alex, but
literally Eskimo brothers. Fuck you.
tonight at the show, one of the comics asked one of the girls that the triplets brought if they were dating one of them, and without skipping a beat, with no respect whatsoever, Sean's like, "Nope," and she was like, "I used to."
Yeah.
Because we fucked one.
And Sean was like,
obviously.
Sean, I don't call that dating.
Yeah.
Nope. It's not dating.
Who'd you bone?
You know the two girls
Not
that
the one with the titties.
Not the one that the
Is she
titties I
here
want to
right
see.
now?
Yeah,
they're both here. Yeah.
The
Great.
titties are literally right there.
Super. I can't wait for this.
Just so you
awkwardness.
guys know, the reason why I see it, I think I told you, is while we were leaving, we were just driving by. We saw you guys. She bent over to pick up some shit, and her ass was just out.
Really?
And like
Long, fucking
PSac like whistles at her, and your brother, because I don't think he realized it was us. Oh my god!
Put on the
he
vibe,
gave us
dude.
the dirtiest,
like all of a sudden.
Gold's Gym look, and I was like,
Nah,
"Just
the
shut up."
White Knight.
Yeah, Mitch. Yeah.
That's Mitchie. I must protect her honor.
She cannot defend herself.
All right, sorry, Alex. Go ahead. Tell us your
Talk
words.
about your favorite dick word.
Mitchell's words would be pee-pee. That's his favorite dick word. Mine's just dick, man. That's very nice and easy.
Dick or hog? He uses hog. A lot.
Tom. I like hog. Hog's a good one to use.
I said hog, asshole.
I know that's what, but it's a good word. All right, my Johnson. What do you? I mean,
My
pointer.
1997.
oh no. My hang down. That's one I was.
I like my hang down.
Put some stank on that hang down.
What about for pussy?
That's a good one. I usually cunt is my go-to word. If I want to change it up and make it very gross, you could call it like a slime hole or something. Something just really disgusting if
Minge.
you want. But a minge.
Slime hole. All right, PSac, let's hear it. You've had like 6 people to think about it.
For which one? I mean, dude, if I could literally make it epic, I would just be like, insert the best answer here. But, you can't do that.
No.
So, for which one first? Pussy or dick?
Well, since it's you, let's start with dick.
Ooh.
Okay, so I guess my favorite word is, horse?
Horse?
Yeah, horse.
He's got a horse cock. And
Yeah,
stuff.
see, Casey gets it.
What's
Boom.
up? I get it.
Yeah, because
I have a dolphin
we've
fin.
never told we've never told the Anthony Jeselnik horsecock story on air, and I know you hate that story.
No,
don't
we're
you
not
dare!
talking, no.
Don't you
but-
fucking dare!
All right,
Yeah.
so let me hear your.
Jeselnik had nothing to do with it, by the way.
No, it's just
Just like
that event.
nothing to
It's
do
that
with it.
that
Yeah.
event.
You have nothing to do with my horse
whatsoever.
dick, Jeselnik.
Your pussy word?
I have, even though we did talk shit about it, cooter is one that I did use, and I have gotten a lot of it.
You can. You've used it. You've gotten plenty to use it. You've earned that right.
And honestly, I even went as far as to when I got the other hole, I called it the pooter.
The pooter.
So you got the pooter and the cooter, and then
I haven't even done that yet.
Pooter. Never had anal
Not
sex?
with a girl. I just
let me tell you, it's
Really?
really
Way to clarify.
Wait, what?
Never
You
done
haven't had anal?
that. No.
Wait, you said not with a girl.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
I felt like we were just James Franco in the interview with when he's interviewing Eminem
did the
and he says
Eminem.
you're gay, and you're like, not with a girl, and PSac and I were both like,
No, I'm just kidding. I didn't.
Let's back that
get up
up.
here a second.
Yeah.
No, I know you're kidding.
No, but no, I tried it once and it was just like it wasn't happening.
Yeah, it's very overrated.
It's super overrated.
Yeah, who fucked your ass, Casey?
I mean,
Paul Moonjean.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Love you, Paul.
That guy's a big churchgoer. Totally makes sense.
No, he's the best. Now fucking Sean's his best friend. He's giving me that.
That's true. I was asked Tom Allen, do you do
I must defend his honor.
White Knight. I love Paul.
All right, so I would say my favorite vagina word is meat curtains.
Yes.
I love meat curtains. Oh, and then I just love. I don't. Well, back to
You got, I know. I do.
I enjoy the word cock.
even enjoy
Cock.
Yeah, but I don't enjoy cock.
What about phallus? Anybody use phallus?
I've never
now?
used
I don't know
that.
what the fuck that
Tom's
means.
working on a phallus set right now. See what it is? A phallus? God damn it.
Sounds like a broken faucet or some shit.
Well, yeah.
A phallus.
What is like the actual definition of that? Does it mean like a limp penis?
Foreskin or some shit?
It's like the I guess medical term for like an animal dick.
Oh,
Well,
there
there you go.
Close,
Horsecock.
yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
horse
Just
cock.
call horse. Make it easy.
I like saying cack.
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 Yeah,
All right,
suck the cat.
let's bounce back over to Tom, our guest that we all bogarted.
Speaking of cock,
So Tom, when you got started into comedy,
Yeah.
were there comedians that were like your roadmaps and your role models, or is it just? I mean, like what made you just wake up and go, I'm funny, I want to be a comic?
I can answer that. GT. You gotta see this guy, GT. He's Tom's mentor. Go ahead.
Yeah, GT's beast.
What the fuck is GT?
This guy's Armenian guy who just like trolls the open mic community. But I think growing up, I loved like ego characters growing up. So I loved like Will Ferrell and I was a big Seinfeld fan growing up. So I would just like memorize movie quotes and I would just like in like high school and college I would just talk in movie quotes. No one understood what I was saying, but I just love comedy in that way. And then I came to LA. I was gonna get into like production, but my dad,
Where are you from originally?
San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
And my dad was like, he's like, I think you want to do acting. And I was kind of like, that's what I really wanted to do, but I just never like had the balls.
Okay.
But he's like, I think you should go try to do acting. I was like, all right. So I went to this acting school and we were doing like classical plays. I was like, it's whack.
Yeah, I could
That shit's lame.
not epic.
imagine you doing that.
Yeah, I was like, I want to do fucking Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Like the gay shit they make you do before you make it to the big leagues.
Yeah. No, like that's why I would like do acting classes in like high school because I was interested then. But I'm like all these like theater geeks and stuff.
Could I say though that you are in the comedy at least you are by far the best at showcasing the role you can play. You do it. You do it the best by far. But that's what it is.
Man. Yeah. Just know what you
know what you are.
Know what you are. Yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah. And so I was at this acting school doing that classical stuff. And I was like, I want to do comedy, and so I just hit an open mic.
That's how it started.
I got my first laugh, and I was hooked.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So 4 out of the 6 people on tonight's episode are comics. So let me ask you guys this: when you get into comedy, at what point would you consider yourself like? When do you become? I'm going to use air quotes for this. When do you become a comic instead of an open mic? Like, what's the transition moment for you, or have you experienced it yet?
I guess for me, it's like when you get booked more and you're not just hitting open mics. Like I waited till like my I don't know 10th time where I was like getting booked consistently at least 3 times a month, and then I was like, okay, I guess I can say I'm a comic. I wasn't saying I'm a comic when I was just hitting open mics and not really telling a lot of people about it. I don't know. I think everybody's different, but
what do you think, Tom? What's for you?
I think when you start doing it every night.
Oh, that's a good point.
I think that's when because you'll see people who kind of like dabble in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they start and then they like take a couple. They'll do like once a month.
They'll do like once a month or something. So they're like doing like bringer shows and stuff. But then I think once you make the transition to like committing to it, I think that's especially in LA because it's like no one gets paid in LA, so it's like how do you?
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say a couple people say like they've been doing it for 7 years, and then it's just like okay, well I did it 6 months off, and then every now and then I had a show, and it's just like that's not 7 years. That's just
Well, also that term the open micer term is an interesting one because no matter what you're hitting, like even if when you're professional level, you still have to hit open mics to test material. It's just you're now open micing in the original room at the Comedy Store rather than a shitty bar at Simi Valley.
Yeah.
I would say, along with doing it every night and taking it seriously, I would say if you could do a good 10-minute set at any club, at least you could get booked.
Right.
If you're just like, oh, I have one good joke, like you're not going to get booked.
Yeah.
And then of course
you're getting paid. Yeah.
I would say for us it's different because like we think we're entertainer more than comic. I think at least.
When you guys are in this lifestyle now, because we live in LA, it's an incredibly competitive market for musicians, models, actors, comedians, really any kind of like performing art. What do you guys find a lot of animosity in the comic circuit, or are most comics really supportive of other comics?
I think it's mostly supportive.
Okay.
That's what I've found. I went into it and I was like, oh, people are gonna hate me because like I don't look like a traditional comic, I guess. But I just found that once I started to get to know people, everyone was very welcoming and supportive. And I was surprised by that. It's still super competitive, and I think there's, but people, I think it's overall very supportive and comics are great.
When you're watching another comic perform, have you, like full disclosure, everyone be honest, have you ever found yourself like hoping that the comic would bomb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them, yeah.
I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah.
Not me. I like everybody to succeed in the business. Negativity in a bomb, it just hurts because I've been there and it hurt. No, I'm just kidding. I fucking love a good bomb.
I was like, how long are you going to carry this on for? Because we've talked about this.
There's some people that like they'll go to an open mic and be like, oh my god, I just got so high before I came here. It's like, fuck you, you're wasting everybody's time.
Did you guys see that guy in Kill Tony that was on shrooms and he checked Jeremiah?
I did see that.
Yes, that's great.
Yeah.
So thank you, Casey.
That's what you're talking
Speaking
about?
of Jeremiah.
Oh, okay.
So we put on our first live event. It was pretty much Casey and Augie did our event at a bar that's no longer open here. And our headliner was Jeremiah Watkins. And this was the very beginning of our relationship with the Verzi triplets. And it just so happened with the timing that you guys had just gotten destroyed on Kill Tony.
Yep. We deserved it.
And you guys were like, when we told you Jeremiah Watkins was going to be there, first of all, none of you bitches showed up to the show.
Where?
They were at another show.
I think we must have had another show that night.
Yeah, we would never cite you.
But I just remember that you guys were like, oh, he's on your show. And then he came up to me at the event and was like introducing himself. And I was like, oh yeah, you actually just killed our friends, the triplets. He's like, oh, those guys are so cool. It's all in fun and blah, blah. And that was kind of my first exposure to the behind the scenes of like, okay, this is really kind of all just an act.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was gonna say he's the nicest guy. Like afterwards, he like immediately came up to us afterwards, like, oh, I hope you don't take any of it seriously. Like, let me know if you need any help or anything. And he was really sweet. We love Jeremiah.
By the way, we deserved it too.
Oh,
Our
yeah.
first couple sets we had the worst bombs anybody will ever have on that show. I guarantee it. The
This
worst
is when
bombs
you guys
ever.
were still doing the gym routine, right?
That was great. That
Yeah,
always
that was great.
That always did well. No, we did some other really hacky shit because we just never found our voice. I'm sure Tom had some trouble probably finding his voice off the bat.
So I'm going to put a pause on this really quick, Alex, before you continue. Just for the listeners that aren't familiar, give a really quick synopsis of what the Kill Tony experience was so that they understand what we're talking about.
So basically, Kill Tony is you put your comics can put their name in a bucket, and Tony Hinchcliffe and a guy named Brian Redband have two professional comics every time that will judge. They pull the comic's name, a random comic's name out. They do a minute of their set, and then they either critique it, make fun of it in front of a live audience.
And big ones like Burr, Rogan.
But no matter who the comic is, they only get a minute.
Everybody gets
everybody gets a minute.
Jeselnik was on too. That's where we
That's
talked
where we
to
get grilled.
Jeselnik.
I did it. I've done it. I
Casey's
bombed.
done it.
Yeah.
Have you done it, Tom?
No.
Yeah, I don't think
You don't need to.
Tom's like,
You
I
don't
hear you guys' bullshit. I don't want to do that. No. I don't want to get made
It's
fun
a
of.
very good experience just because it's like such a pressure cooker. It's a minute for any comic is like,
I would say that. And
You're never going to do a
just
minute.
to get them under your belt.
Is it always at the Comedy Store?
Yeah.
Yeah. Every now and then they tour. I think they just did one in Houston. That's where Jeremiah got
Austin or something like that.
Yeah, Jeremiah got attacked.
That's crazy.
Anyways, yeah, we horribly bombed. We deserved. They gave it. It was all in play. Pat Reagan, who's more of the artsy guy of the Jeremiah and Watkins, he actually laid into us because we were being hacks, and we were totally. We just didn't know our voice. Finally, we fixed it. We came back, and now we're actually really good friends with both of them.
That's cool.
We
have you done Kill Tony since?
We had we did roast battle against Jeremiah in the Wave.
You battled him?
We battled the Wave from the roast battles.
Okay.
Upset them, which was really cool. It was nice that we got the opportunity in the first place. Then Tony gave us 3 months, like a regular spot on there. So we've done it like 12 times after.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And bombed and not bombed. So
Murray just had Tony on his show again. On Murray duty?
He had Tony Hinchcliffe on?
Yeah, he just had him.
I think it was Tony G. I don't know. I looked at it. Wasn't Tony.
Because it said hashtag Kill Tony.
Yeah, I mean, he always hashtag. I mean, I don't think he knows. I mean, maybe
got
he
it.
did, I don't know.
He is like a hashtag whore.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, like when you look at any of it's a friend of the show,
Mark
Murray has a podcast, Murray Duty, and when he hashtags and you look at it,
crazy.
it's
You have to,
fucking
though.
complete. Drink beer, Golden Road, Firestone, blah blah blah, and all these breweries are liking his shit, and it's totally not related to what the fucking show's talking about.
It works.
We've tagged Blue Collar before, and it's just like, who cares?
Did they like it?
Yeah, a couple like blue collar companies liked it.
I remember like the biggest moment we've had so far in the very, very beginning of our Twitter days. Anna Ferris liked one of our tweets, and I lost my shit.
Cool.
That was pretty cool. So Anna, we'd still love to have you on the show. I know you're never going to do
Fucking
it.
Dane Cook, bro.
This guy got a picture with him.
Yeah,
He liked our shit
that's
and
right.
rubbed his nuts.
That's because it's Casey. Because Casey and him made out.
I just did a benefit show. Like I helped out that I didn't perform it. It was fun.
That was awesome.
Hold on. I didn't even know Tom was from San Francisco. Do you say hella?
That's North.
That's NorCal.
That's NorCal. No, it's San Francisco.
San Francisco's technically central.
No, it's not. Is it?
Yeah.
I think people say NorCal there.
I would have never.
Do you say hella?
I did in like elementary.
That's like
Elementary school?
No, I started with Hecka.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
of course,
Mormon
of
version.
course.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
That's
So
grounds.
it's like,
That's grounds for getting punched in the square in the mouth.
yeah.
A hella is.
I was like, I got to 6th grade. I'm like, I'm hella now, dude.
Dude, I graduated. Bro.
Graduated to hella. All right, that's actually going to do it for us this week. First of all, Tom, thank you so much for joining us on the
thank
show.
you for having me.
We'd love to having you. Good luck in your future comedy endeavors, and I'm sure we'll see you on the road.
How can they find him on social
Yes,
media?
please. Let's plug into your where can people find you on Instagram?
Oh, I got this,
Twitter.
bro. I got this because
Let's
this
hit
is
it.
gnarly times.
Hit it. Yeah.
You need to make sure that you go deep
Chad goes
with
deep.
Chad,
Yeah.
and find out how deep you can go.
Tom Allen Comedy.
Well,
Yeah.
it's at Chad.
Oh, that one.
It's at the how deep you can go. So we'll let Tom actually kill it out. But I had it. It was in there.
I like that.
You like?
Yeah. Go
Cool.
deep. Chad Goes Deep on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
Chad.
Handle is YouTube. Chad Goes Deep. Then TomAllenComedy.com, ALLEN. And then Instagram, Tom_Allen_comedy. And Twitter, Tom_Allen comedy. And there's another Tom Allen
whole
out
bunch
there.
I know, I saw that tonight.
And
Tom Allen comedy.
Yeah,
like,
this
fuck
motherfucker.
guy. With bald, and he's bald too.
Yeah, this goddamn
Some
red
piece of
coat.
shit. Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah.
There's only one Tom Allen.
1776 will commence again.
It's like that John Malkovich fucking commercial where he's like, "How are you, John fucking Malkovich?"
Yeah, exactly. How are you, Tom Allen comedy?
Yeah.
I'm Tom Allen comedy.
Yeah.
And then obviously you can find the Verzies at Verzi Triplets, VIRZI.
Yes, sir.
And you can see all of us May 12th, Cafe Connection. We're doing a clean comedy show for an hour, so it'll not be a shit show like tonight.
How clean? How clean is clean?
It's pretty clean.
PG-13 or PG?
I'm hoping PG-13, but you know.
Perfect.
We'll see what happens.
We're going to post the dates and the information up on infamouschronicles.com. You guys, go on to iTunes, subscribe to the show, give us a like, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, Real TIC Podcast. Don't forget to go to bouquetinabox.com. Get your Mother's Day shit in. You guys, you only have 3 weeks left. If you are a husband, a mom, a nephew, anything, you have a woman in your life you are responsible for getting fucking flowers for. Don't be a douchebag. Bouquetinabox.com. Use our promo code Infamous. You get 15% off your whole purchase, and you're going to give show money back to the show to help us continue to bring you the message. And obviously, go get your free books on Audible, trial.com/infamous. Thank you, Verzies and Tom, for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah.
That's going to do it.
Woo.
If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Infamous Chronicles. Our show is produced by Jeremy Elder, talent acquisition is done by Casey Moran, and operations directed by Paul Sinacori. This show is copywritten Infamous Works, LLC, 2016. All rights are reserved. All of our guests appear signed via waivers. We don't own the rights to any of the music featured on our show. We are just fans of it. Visit us at infamousworks.com or call our offices at 844-4-INFAMOUS.